Penguin Audio presents America Back on Track, written and read by Senator Edward M. Kennedy.
We live in a time of remarkable human achievement and progress that would have been almost unimaginable to our ancestors. Not long ago, our optimistic vision of the world seemed to tell us that the sky was the limit. But now, with the breakthroughs in science and technology, ranging from the mapping of the human genome to the discovery of new galaxies waiting to be explored, we realize that the sky is just the beginning. At the same time, we find ourselves sliding back into a world that would have been all too familiar to our ancestors. War and violence, hunger and poverty, injustice and abuse of power are as old as the human race, but they are not an unchangeable result of our DNA. We know from our history and our not-too-distant past that the right leadership can summon, as President Lincoln said, the better angels of our nature, and inspire us to meet our challenges and make the world a better place. We can start here at home by putting America back on track, to reclaim its legacy of opportunity and possibility. For me, in a very personal way, recalling the examples and lessons of my own early years has helped me understand the direction I think America must take again. I grew up in a large Irish Catholic family as the youngest of 9 children. By their words, their actions, and their love, our parents instilled in all of us the importance of the ties that bind us together, our faith, our family, and our love of this great country. They inspired in us a curiosity to learn and a desire to leave this world better than we found it. One of my most vivid childhood memories is of our family gatherings around the table at dinner time. Conversations were lively and interesting, prompted by questions from my mother and father about events of the day. With 9 of us, eager to impress our parents as well as one another, it was hard to get a word in, unless you had something interesting to say. We learned early that the way to be an active part of dinner conversations was to have read a book, to have learned something new in school, or, as we got older, to have traveled to new places. Our parents opened 9 young minds to the world that way, and it's been a wonderful, lifelong gift. I was also blessed to have had a special relationship with my mother's father, John F. Fitzgerald. Grandpa's lively personality, endearing charm, and beautiful singing voice earned him the nickname Honey Fitz. He had a love of people and a way with words that led to his election to the Massachusetts State Senate in 1892, the United States House of Representatives in 1894, and to his inauguration as mayor of Boston in 1906. As a young schoolboy, I was fortunate to be able to spend nearly every Sunday in Boston with Grandpa. I was his avid student, and he was an eager tutor. He loved people, and he seemed to talk to everyone. I heard stories of how he campaigned for office, riding on the train from Boston to Old Orchard Beach, Maine, where so many Bostonians vacation. He'd walk through all 12 cars, shaking hands and trading stories, and by the time they reached Maine, Grandpa knew almost everyone. Then he'd get right back on the train and come back to Boston with a new group of travelers who were returning home, and he'd do the same thing all over again. That was Grandpa. He connected with people and found novel ways to do it wherever he was, in front of the Old North Church, in a hotel while on vacation in Florida, in the kitchens of Boston restaurants, shaking hands with chefs, waiters, and busboys. He knew how to win votes, and he kept up his outreach to people from all walks of life long after he left office. He was always interested in learning something new, hearing people's concerns, and staying current on the issues that mattered most to them. Grandpa talked, but more important, he listened. He was also a student of history, and he made it come alive for me. "There's Bunker Hill, Teddy. Let me tell you about the battle there." And on he'd go, recreating the scene for me with his...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?